head to toe. What do you feel? What is your body saying? What is coming up for you? Breathing in through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Just get heavier and heavier as a gentle reminder that the earth is always here to support you, even when you don't realize, even when you don't acknowledge it. The earth's presence is always here as solid ground to keep you up. Place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, and bring your attention to the throat. As you inhale through the nose, feel the air travel down the throat, into the upper belly, then the lower belly. And as you exhale, feel the air travel through the breath passage out of the nose. Every time you inhale, feel your throat expand just a little bit more. Feel the space being created in your neck. Every time you exhale for the next few rounds of breath, exhale any tightness, any tension out of the throat, out of the neck. Let go of any resentment that you may be holding for things that you didn't say, things that you didn't express. Exhale it out through the nose. Go ahead and remove your palms and place them back on the earth. Take a nice deep inhale, fill up the belly to the most that you can. Fill it up, fill it up, fill it up. And just when you feel like you're full to capacity, suck in just a bit more air. Exhale it out of the mouth. And we'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, lower belly, upper belly, chest. Fill it up to the top. Just when you're at capacity, suck in a bit more air, then push it out through the mouth. Once more, I'll do it with you guys. Slowly drop the left ear over to the left side of the mat. The chin might graze that left shoulder, but really let the head fall fully to the left side. Your left cheek may even meet the mat. Still keeping your eyes closed, still being intentional about the breath. Let it add to the stretch in the right side of the neck. Two more breaths. Next, inhale, bring the head back through center. Exhale it over to the right. Encouraging that left shoulder down to the earth. Just simply breathing. Two more breaths. Inhale, head back through center, keeping the eyes closed. Hug your right knee into your chest. Clasp your fingers over your right shin. Pull that knee into the chest. Feel that nice stretch in the glutes, maybe even in the hamstrings. Option to point and flex those right toes. Rotate that right ankle to open that up a bit. Still encouraging that right knee to the chest. Still keeping the eyes closed. We really want to be intentional about what's going on internally as we begin to warm up the body. Notice what your shoulders are doing as you go through each motion. Notice what your face is doing. Are we scrunching the nose, furrowing the brows, clasping the lips? Let everything kind of just hang free, bringing all of your intention and attention to the right leg. Take a nice deep inhale, breathing into that right glute. Exhale out through the mouth. If you're rotating the ankle, go ahead and bring that to stillness. One more breath here. Inhale through the nose, send it to that lower belly, all the way down to that right glute. Exhale out through the mouth. Slowly release the right foot back to the earth. Replace it with the left knee. Come into the heart space. Pointing and flexing the toes. Rotating that ankle. Welcoming any snap, crackles, or pops that may come up. And as soon as you're ready, find stillness. Check in with the rest of the body. Make sure nothing else is tense, nothing else is restricted or tight. Let everything kind of just hang there. Even the clasp of your fingers should be pretty gentle. Softly encouraging that knee to the left heart space. Inhale, pull that knee closer to the heart. Exhale out through the mouth. 2 more times, just like that. Out through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Keeping that left knee exactly where it is. Bring the right knee to the chest and give yourself a nice big hug on this gloomy Monday. Rock to the left, rock to the right to massage that lower back. Go ahead and tuck your chin into your chest and slowly rock forward and backward until you gain enough momentum to roll up into your Sukhasana, your crisscross applesauce. Find a nice grounded seat, tailbone rooted into the earth. Core is engaged, navel to spine. Shoulders are relaxed down the back. Palms are on the knees. Inhale the shoulders up. Exhale, roll them down your back. Moving at the pace of your own breath. Going in the opposite direction. Finding stillness after this one last inhale and exhale. The shoulders relax down the back. Drop your chin to your chest and clasp your fingertips over the crown of your head. And just let the head kind of hang. Elbows can hang into one another if you like. Getting a nice rear stretch. Imagine inhaling into the shoulder blades. Feel that opening of the back of the neck. Slowly remove the fingertips, place them back on the earth or on your knees. Inhale the head up. Drop the head back ever so slowly, opening up the throat. Let the breath be very slow as you inhale. Imagine stretching the little tissues and muscles. Also, don't try to talk. That's weird. Slowly roll the right ear to the right shoulder. 2 breaths here. Drop the chin to the chest. Roll the left ear to the left shoulder. 2 breaths there. Drop the chin to the chest. Place the palms right in front of the toes. Rock forward and meet in a tabletop, all fours. Taking a few rounds of cat-cow. You already know the form. Shoulders on top of wrist, hips on top of knees. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Really letting the breath last the duration of each shape. A few more breaths, waking up the spine. Really let each breath take you deeper into the body so that you're so aware of what's happening internally that every single space in your body that releases tension by the second, by the breath. You feel it as the stress and the tension simply falls away. Last round of cat-cow. Push your hips back into Balasana. Option to open the knees the width of the mat for wide leg child's pose. Forehead comes down to the mat. Curl your fingertips forward about an inch to get a nice stretch and still keep those shoulders plugged into their pockets. You want to get the nice stretch, but you don't want to overextend any of the tendons or tissues in the shoulders. Really encourage that tailbone closer and closer to the heels. Really spread the fingertips. Feel the palms in the mat. Keeping everything where it is. Slowly lift your forehead off the mat and bring your chin to the mat. So your chin is on the mat and you're looking forward between your two thumbs. 3 breaths, just like that. Chin to the mat. Inhale, press into the palms, bring your torso up, find your plank position. Take a look down and back between your feet, between your 2 big toes. And you may notice that you can stand to separate your toes by a few inches or even close them. Just to wake up that core a little bit, we'll rock forward and rock backward. Squeezing those glutes, bring the navel to our spine. And we'll hold it here for 5 seconds. Inhale, the hips go up and back, downward dog. Pedal it out, walk your dog, shake your head yes, shake your head no. Do whatever feels good for you in this asana. We'll be here for 2 more full breaths. Finding stillness is also an option, but yogi's choice. Slowly walk your feet to your palms, forward fold. Option to ragdoll it out, sway to the left or the right. Option to kind of just hang there in stillness. Also an option to grab opposite elbows. Pressing the weight in both feet. Really let your head hang heavy. Shake it yes, shake it no. To really make sure you're nice and relaxed. Really let those shoulders hang. Really imagine folding yourself over in half like a sandwich. Releasing the arms and the fingers to kind of just hang freely. Put a nice bend in the knees and slowly roll it on up. Rolling up nice and slow, slower than you want to move, slower than you think you're moving. Shoulders and head are the last thing to come up. At the top of your Tadasana, go ahead and flutter the eyes closed. Open the palms up to the front of the room. Spread the fingertips and kind of get a nice palm stretch. Just open your palms as wide as you possibly can, stretching those fingers, dropping those shoulders down your back, squeezing those up and back. Inhale out to the side, up overhead, up to your heart, and just whatever you hear, whatever you need to be reminded of. Set that intention for yourself today while you're on the mat. Whether it's a word or a phrase, whatever you need, declare that for yourself in this moment. We'll kind of just let that marinate for a few full breaths. Taking 3 deep breaths, breathing in that intention, seeing in 3D in our third eye, breathing life into that intention, Breathing it in so we can fully embody it for the time that we are on the mat and when we leave the mat for the rest of the day, for the rest of the week, maybe the rest of the month, maybe even the rest of the year. But right now we are focused on embodying it in this moment. Nice deep inhale through the nose, exhale out. 2 more of those. Inhale through the nose, exhale out with a soft sigh. Go ahead and slowly open the eyes. And we'll find our drishti, our non-moving point of focus. It can be a little dot on the wall. It could be a painting. It could be the eyes of a person in a painting. Whatever it is, pick that thing that's in front of you and focus on it. See your intention written out right there in that thing. Slowly shift your weight into your right foot. Inhale, that left knee comes up towards your heart space. Flex or point that foot. Yogi's choice. Pressing all the weight evenly into the right foot. We're getting some nice balance going on here, really plugging the ball of the foot, the heel of that right foot, and the toes of that right foot into the mat. Slowly lower that left foot down. We'll take it on the other side, shift the weight to the left foot. Inhale, right foot comes off the ground, knee is bent. Use that drishti, use your breath, use your glutes. Engage that core, navel to spine. And exhale that right foot down. We'll take it on the other side. Shift your weight over to the right foot. Inhale the left foot off the mat. Squeeze those glutes, relax those shoulders, navel to your spine. Take a nice inhale, feel as if somebody's pulling you up to the ceiling from the crown of your head. Exhale, step your left foot back. We'll be meeting in a high lunge with our palms in Anjali Mudra. Nice 90-degree bend in the right leg. We're taking it nice and slow today, but nice and slow doesn't always mean nice and easy. Inhale through the nose, exhale out with a soft sigh. Inhale, arms frame the ears, spreading those fingers nice and wide. Relax the shoulders on your exhale. Inhale, create length through the torso. Exhale, cartwheel the left arm down to the floor. Right palm stays up in the sky. High lunge twist. Wiggle those fingers. Maybe wiggle that wrist a little bit. One more full breath. Exhale, right palm comes down to frame that right foot. Step the left foot up to meet the right. Inhale up halfway, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, slowly roll it on up. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Inhale, arms out to the side, up overhead. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. We'll take it on the other side. Shift the weight to the left foot. Inhale the right foot up. Exhale, shoot it back, high lunge. Get a nice 90-degree bend in that left knee. Get your center of gravity a little bit lower. Squeeze those glutes. Inhale, the arms frame the ears. Exhale, right palm comes down, high lunge twist. 2 full breaths here. Really shoot that right heel back. One more full breath. Exhale, left palm frames the left foot. Press into the palm, step the left foot back to meet the right, into a plank. Slowly lower the body down. Untuck the toes, find your low cobra. Exhale down, forehead meets the mat. Inhale, push the earth away, scoop the chest off the mat, low cobra. And we'll hold it. The tops of the feet are pressing into the mat. The pelvis is also pressing into the mat. Really squeeze, squeeze, squeeze those glutes to give you the power that you need. Your next inhale, get the chest a little further away from the mat, high cobra. The elbows are hugging the torso. You may feel the muscles in your mid-back working here. One more full breath. Exhale, lower it down. Forehead to the mat. Tuck the toes. Inhale, squeeze the glutes. Core to navel to spine. Push it up, downward dog. Pressing the toes into the mat. Walking your dog. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Find some stillness, really pressing into the palms. Inhale to your tippy toes. Exhale, shoot the heels down, shoot the chest back toward the thighs. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, heels down, chest goes back toward the knees. Once more. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, heels down, chest back toward the knees. The arms should be nice and straight. Slowly walk your feet to your hands. Staying in a forward fold, we're gonna go ahead and clasp our fingertips right behind our tailbone, creating a bit of a fist, punching the ceiling, and let that fist lean towards the top of the head. Option to sway to left and right just a little bit, opening up those shoulders, kind of activating that range of motion there in the shoulders. 2 more breaths. Slowly lower that fist back to your tailbone. Lower the arms down, let them hang. And slowly roll it on up. Press into those heels, navel to the spine. Rotate those shoulders and kind of just shake it out. We'll meet in our Tadasana, palms open to the front. Option to flutter the eyes closed, taking a full body scan from the tips of our toes to the crown of our heads. Inhale all the way to the soles of the feet. Exhale back out from that very same spot. Remember your intention. Feel your body. Listening to the sound of your heartbeat. Slowly open the eyes. Meet your drishti once again. Inhale the arms up to frame the ears. Exhale, relax the shoulders down. My ceiling gets a little low here. So I'm going to make a fist, but you don't have to. Slowly shift the weight over to the right foot. Take a giant step back with the left foot. High lunge. Once more. We've been here before. Let's go ahead and perfect our form just a little bit. Option to bring your fingers toward your hips. Put your thumb like right in this space that's right over your butt, and notice if you feel it is activated. If not, just squeeze your glutes just a little harder. That's really going to help to stabilize this whole area and work with your psoas to get your abs in action. Bring your navel to your spine and imagine scooping your tailbone down and forward. We'll hold it here for 3 full breaths. Option to bring your arms to a cactus or Anjali Mudra to bring your heart rate down. In this last breath, we're going to inhale the arms to frame the ears. Exhale, we're going to open it up to warrior 2. Drop that left heel down. Open it up to a T. Keep looking over your right middle finger. That right knee stays the same. That left foot is anchored down by the pinky toe. 2 full breaths, relax in the shoulders. Every exhale, let your center of gravity get closer to the earth, getting more of a hip opener, getting deeper into the stretch. Still keeping a nice 90-degree angle in that right knee. 1 more round of breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. Cartwheel the arms down and frame that foot. Step the right foot back. Exhale down and go through your flow. We'll meet in downward dog. 2 breaths here. Pedal it out if you need to. Notice any stretch, any additional space that you may have already created in your downward dog. Slowly walk your feet to your hands. Rolling it up is the time to slow down your breath, the time to slow down your motion. Shift the weight to the left. Step giant back with the right. Make the same adjustments that we did with our hips on this side. Tailbone goes down and forward. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the glutes. Navel to your spine. Get taller through the torso. 1 more full breath before we open it up to warrior 2. Virabhadrasana 2. You may need to open your stance a little bit or maybe even shorten it. Take a few minutes, or not minutes, but a few seconds to do that if you need to. And we'll meet here back in Virabhadrasana 2. 3 full breaths. Relax those shoulders. Every exhale, get a little closer to the earth. Exhale, cartwheel those arms down to frame the left foot. Step back, hold your plank. We'll hold it here for 10 seconds. Scoop. If you notice that you're here or you're here, imagine getting your hips in line with your shoulders. From there, scoop your tailbone down and forward. You'll feel it in your abs almost immediately. About 5 seconds left. From here, slowly drop your knees down to the mat. Bending at the elbows, lower your heart space down, letting the chin meet the mat first. Go ahead and lift your chin up the mat, slide your chest through your palms. Inhale up, high cobra. Exhale it down, tuck the toes, push your hips back for child's pose. Your knees are together. Continuing to breathe, remember your intention. Once more, bring your attention to your throat and your neck. We've done some opening of the throat chakra today. So we just want to be aware of any changes that may be present. Keeping the forehead glued into the mat, swing the palms behind you so that they can cup the heels of your feet. Kind of letting the elbows just hang. The palms are engaged with the heels. You're going to rock your head forward to the crown of your head as you lift the hips away from the heels. So you're kind of balancing on the crown of your head here into our rabbit pose. You'll feel a nice stretch between the shoulder blades, a nice stretch in those rhomboid muscles right under the scapula. Breathe right into that space. You'll feel the sensation of pulling from the left and the right at the same time, this nice expansion. Breathe into that and help to create more space. Two more breaths. Exhale, release the hips to the heels. Bring your palms right under your shoulders and push yourself up so you're sitting in your hero's pose. Your thighs are on top of your calf and your hips are on top of your heels. Go ahead and rotate the head. Go the opposite direction. And whenever you're ready, bring the head back through center. Open up that heart space, relaxing the shoulders, and sit on your knees. If you have any wonky knees or anything like that, feel free to roll your mat like so. Or if you have like a blanket that you need or that you have, you can put it there. But this is always like a really quick fix to just roll the mat back, and then that gives you some extra cushion. If you've had knee surgery like me, that's always very helpful. So that's a quick tip and trick. We'll come to stand on our knees. Our toes the balls of our feet can be on the mat. As we prepare for our camel pose, we'll go ahead and tuck the fingertips into our back pockets, our imaginary back pockets. Squeeze the glutes, bring your navel to your spine. And just feel at home here before we go ahead and fall back into our camel pose. If camel is in your practice, you can go ahead and hop in whenever you're ready. Imagine that we are magnetizing the elbows close to one another so that we have that support. Really press your palms into your back pocket, squeeze the glutes, and slowly push your pelvis forward and begin to look up at the ceiling as you find a mini back bend. Inhale back up, squeezing the glutes and holding the core in place the entire time. We'll do that 2 more times before we fully find the expression of the pose. Elbows together, navel to your spine. Squeeze the glutes. Inhale, grow tall through the torso. Exhale, pelvis goes forward. Shoulders fall backward. Still breathing. Still keeping those elbows engaged. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze those glutes. Come back up. The next time we're in camel, we're going to go ahead and take it to the full expression of the pose. And we also have the heels a little bit elevated, so it's also an additional help if you don't have blocks or pillows or any other props. So we're going to go ahead and magnetize those elbows, squeeze those glutes, engage the core. Inhale, create space through the torso. Exhale, find your back bend. When you get here and you feel you're stable, slide your right palm down your right thigh and grasp for that right heel. And then the same with the left. Continue to push your pelvis forward. Now to come out, we're gonna still keep everything just as engaged. Tuck your palms back into your pockets and find your child's pose. Breathing out if you need to, anytime throughout your practice, whether it's with me or it's solo or another instructor, always feel free to give your breath sound. As a nice counter stretch, swing your palms back toward your heels. Find your rabbit pose once more. Inhale, hips come away from the heels. Roll onto the crown of your head. Slowly lower the hips back to the heels. If you created a nice little pillow for your knees, feel free to straighten it out here. We'll be in child's pose for 2 full breaths. Plant the palms. Inhale up to your tabletop, extending that right leg out. Stretch that left hand in front of you like you're going to shake a hand. Inhale the right toes off the mat for our bird dog, and we're going to hold it for 10 seconds. For 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep that right hip squared off to the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2. Release it to the earth and go ahead, switch sides. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Release it. Find your downward dog. Pedal it out and find a nice, still Adho Mukha Shavasana, downward dog. Head is heavy. Inhale to your tippy toes. We're going to exhale, shoot the hips forward, fall into a plank. This is the full expression of the plank, so don't feel like you need to cheat yourself out of anything. Squeeze those glutes, scoop that tailbone forward. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, plank. Inhale, downward dog. Keep that head nice and neutral, so nothing is moving but your hips. Keep it going. Exhale to plank. Inhale to downward dog. Anytime we're going against gravity, we're inhaling. Anytime we're going with gravity, we are exhaling. Keep it going. Just waking up that core, all those stabilizer muscles. You should be able to move in one fluid motion like a wave in the ocean. 2 more. And we'll meet in our plank. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep breathing. Squeeze those glutes. 4, 3, 2. Downward dog. Pedal it out. Shake the head. Yes. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. 2 more times. Slowly walk or jump your feet to your palms. If you want to play with jumping, press the palms into the mat, bend the knees, and hop forward. Sway to the left, sway to the right. Inhale, roll it up. Remember, this is our time to tap back into our breath. We'll meet in our Tadasana. Inhale the arms out to the side, up overhead. Exhale, drop them down to Anjali Mudra. Whenever you're ready, we'll take our high lunge on the left side. First, shifting the weight over to the right, taking a giant step back with the left foot. Inhale the arms up to frame the ears. Exhale, open it up to warrior two. We'll meet here in our Virabhadrasana 2. Slowly bringing that right forearm down to the right thigh. Inhale the left fingertips up to the sky. Modified side angle pose. Really angling down through that left pinky toe. Slowly release the left arm over the left ear. You should feel a nice stretch between that left pinky finger and the left pinky toe. Slowly let that left arm swipe past the face, go down toward the mat. Plant that left palm into the mat. Inhale that right arm up to the sky. Slowly bring that right palm down to the mat. Curl your fingertips in toward the middle of your mat. Right toes to follow. Wide legs forward fold. Heavy in the head. Both of your toes are facing the same direction. Find a nice soft little bounce. Imagine shooting your tailbone back to create space for your torso to fall forward. Dropping your palms to the mat if you can, or toward the mat. The effort is sufficient. Slowly crawl the fingertips over to the left side. Turn the left toes toward the vertical side of the mat. Put a nice bend in that left knee. Inhale, find your warrior two on the other side. Wiggle the fingers, maybe even play with closing the eyes for the next 2 breaths before we transition. Exhale, left forearm comes down to the left thigh, right fingertips go up to the sky. Right pinky toe gluing into the mat. Whenever you're ready, slowly release the right arm toward the right ear. Really pushing that left elbow into the thigh to create space here so we're not kind of sinking and melting. We want to really create those lines. Exhale, right palm down into the mat. Inhale, left arm up to the sky. 1 breath. Exhale, left palm down. Walk the palms to the middle of the mat. Slowly begin to bend the knees. As you bend the knees, your palms should be able to come down to the mat and shoot the knees out to both the left and right side. You may feel the burn in your thighs, kind of like a sumo squat or a super sumo squat. 2 more times. Straighten it back up. Spider crawl the fingertips over to the right toes. Turn the right toes out. Find a low lunge. Step the right foot back and go through your flow. Lower it down. Untuck the toes. Inhale up to a high cobra. Exhale down. Find your child's pose. Wide leg or traditional. Yogi's choice. Remember your intention. Taking a full body scan from head to toe. Really feel the palms into the mat. Inhale, press into the palms, and find yourself laying on your belly. Drop your forehead to the mat. You already know how we do. Massaging that third eye. Let the arms kind of just hang there on either side of the body. Wiggle the fingers. Maybe even rub the backs of your thighs. Maybe they're a little sore. Maybe you were running this weekend, or maybe you did some squats without us. And it just needs some TLC. So that's okay. Rub whatever you can reach that feels nice. From here, go ahead and bring
the palms right under the shoulders. And as you press into the mat, just glide them forward so that the palms are on the mat, but the arms are straight, framing the ears. But the palms are facing down. The tops of the feet are pressing into the mat. Slowly begin to engage the glutes. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the glute, allowing your pelvis to press into the earth. Bring your navel into the spine. Feel your heart space on the mat. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. As we inhale, we're going to inhale, scoop the chest off the mat, just like we would in high cobra, lifting the arms, lifting the head. Everything from the navel and below stays into the mat. Exhale, release for our Superman. I'm going to inhale up, peel off the mat. Exhale. Plant the palms into the mat. We're going to bring the legs close, zip them up together, and point the toes. This time, squeezing the glutes, pressing the pelvis into the earth. We're going to glue the legs together. Inhale, chest comes off the mat, and legs come off the mat, keeping them together. Inhale, fly away, Superman. Keep your chin nice and parallel to the earth, and we're going to hold it. 5, 4, maybe get a little higher. 3, 2, lower down. Wiggle to the left, to the right, just a little bit more. We're going to do that 2 more times, getting a nice back stretch. If you have a necklace like me, maybe turn it backwards because this keeps getting stuck to my chin. It's messing up me being able to keep my chin parallel, and I don't want you to have that problem. Take a nice deep inhale, exhale out with a sigh. We're going to hop back in, glue those legs together. Inhale, fly away. Tap into your superpowers. Get those feet further and further away from the earth. Maybe your thighs come a little bit further away from the earth. Peel that heart space up a little bit more. Imagine getting higher and higher in the sky. Exhale, lower it down. Wiggle the toes, wiggle the legs just a little bit. And we'll fly away once more, tapping into all of our divinity, all our strength, all our superpowers, because we all have them. It's just a matter of us acknowledging them and finding the courage to put them to work. Inhale, fly away. Hold it. Get a little higher and a little higher. Also, option to swing the arms behind you. You may notice that may help you get some more height in the chest area. Exhale, release. Dropping the left ear to the mat or the right ear, yogi's choice. Wiggle to the left, wiggle to the right. And then we're gonna flip over like a pancake so that our heart space is exposed to the earth. The legs are still nice and straight. 3 full breaths of our 3-part breath. Inhale, lower belly, upper belly, chest. Exhale, chest, upper belly, lower belly. Bend at the knees, placing the heels in the soles of the feet really onto the mat. Shimmy your heels back so that they can graze your middle fingers. And slowly lift your booties off the mat just a little bit so that you can clasp your fingertips right under the tailbone. From here, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the glutes and still get that same engagement as you would have, right, in your plank where you scoop that tailbone down and forward. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze those glutes. The glutes get squeezed, the core gets engaged. Scoop that tailbone higher up to the ceiling, really pressing through the heels, creating and keeping that fist in the palms for our bridge pose. Shoulders are into the mat. Those knees are not going out. They're not going in. They're nice and parallel. Really press into the feet. Inhale, press your tailbone up a little higher, getting a nice extension in the psoas and in the quads. We're going to hold it here for 10, 9, get a little higher when you can. 6, 5, 4, walk those elbows closer together, walk those shoulders closer together. 3, 2, before we come down, keep everything engaged. Unclasp the fingertips, bring the palms down. Slowly bring the middle back down to the mat first, then the lumbar spine, then the tailbone. Drop the knees in together. Bring the edges of the feet out to the edges of the mat. For a nice restorative knees, TP in the knees out to release the lower. Send your air to your lumbar spine, into those glutes. Go ahead and bring your knees back parallel. Option to keep the palms placed down on the mat for this next bridge, or to clasp your fists under your tailbone, yogi's choice. Inhale to tail up the mat, then the rest of the back comes off the mat, and we're gonna hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, slowly lower down. Inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Any kind of sound you need. It doesn't have to be soft. Once more. Here, we'll take one last chance to kind of just experiment with this a little bit. Come into your bridge. We'll hold it again for about 12 seconds this time. If you have wheel in your practice, this is a perfect opportunity for you to go ahead and do that. If you would like to explore wheel and it's not currently in your practice, I'll go ahead and walk you through it. So you have 3 options to take another bridge, to practice your wheel if it's already in your practice. And if it's not already in your practice, then follow me. We'll go ahead and go through this together. Go ahead and lift your arms up, palms facing your knees, and drop your palms to the mat right behind your shoulders and next to your ears by bending at the elbows. Now, we only want to try this if we're really able to get that great leverage in our palms, like so. So if your entire palms are able to meet the mat here, then go ahead and give it a try. If not, then my suggestion for you is to take bridge and hold it for just a few seconds longer. From here, for our wheel, we'll keep a nice bend in the elbows, magnetize those elbows, really press into the palms before anything lifts off the mat. Squeeze the glutes, navel to spine, press into the heels. And as we scoop the tailbone off the mat, we will inhale. So I'm going to do it first, and you can do it second. Inhale, press the heels into the mat, scoop the tailbone, press into the hands all at the same time. Your wheel may not look like my wheel, however, it's the same motion. I'm gonna come back out and we can hop right back on in together. Go ahead and bring out your wrist really quickly before you even hop into the full expression of that pose. Bending at the elbows, the whole palm comes down to the mat. Heels and the balls of the feet into the mat. Core engaged, glutes engaged. We're gonna inhale, press into the heels, press into the hands, scoop the tailbone off the mat. Let the head hang nice and heavy. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze those glutes, just like in bridge. We're squeezing those glutes up to the ceiling. To come down, we're gonna slowly bend at the elbows and lower the back inch by inch into the mat. Hug the knees into the chest. Wherever you are, we'll meet here. And a nice moment of self-love, rocking to the left, rocking to the right, to massage that lumbar spine. We've warmed up the spine a lot today, and we've used it a lot and kind of just made ourselves nice and bendy. So this is a nice counter. And hug the knees even tighter and find some stillness here. Go ahead and release the hug and open your knees up to our Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, knees splay out to the side, cactus out the arms. Opening up the hips will be a nice release on the lower back. Kind of just let the fingers hang there. No need to do anything special or extravagant there. The knees are nice and open. Come back to your breath and notice the correlation between the speed and the pace of the breath and the speed of the heart. Begin to listen to the breath as it travels inward and listen to the beat of the heart. Bring your awareness to the face. I'm noticing that my face is actually smiling. If you are smiling, that is awesome. And if you are not smiling, that is also awesome. Being present in your body in this moment, feeling whatever you feel, is the only goal. Whether that's a smile, a frown, a scour, honor where you are in this moment and simply let it go, realizing that you can only control you and how you react to the external stimuli that we come across on a daily basis. Slowly bring the knees back together to straighten the legs out. Then straighten the arms out. Palms can be up, facing up, or facing down as we prepare for our Shavasana. Let the eyes close if they are not closed already. Imagine inhaling a nice, warm, orangey red light in through your nose, and as it travels through your vessel, your body begins to warm up, feeling a sense of unconditional love and acceptance for every inch of the body that light encounters. Feel it as it swirls around the bones and the muscles and the tendons and the joints. Feel that light get bigger and bigger and bigger until it encompasses your entire body. Letting any thoughts that may come in the next few moments to come, and simply let them go, recognizing and that they have no place here. The next few moments are simply for you. Feeling free to find a home here in your Shavasana, a cocoon of safety, of self-love, of acceptance. A space to simply just be, absent of expectations or judgment or the need to show up in any certain way. Simply being. Allow yourself to surrender into being. Knowing that you in your most pure state are enough. Knowing that you in your most pure state is your highest self. And only from our highest self can we truly connect to the divinity that lives within us every single moment of every single day, if we only just acknowledge that it is there. Every single breath that we take is a gift, honoring every inhale and every exhale that is to come from this moment on as just that, being grateful for your breath,
Being grateful for your highest self, letting go of that thing that you could have done just a little better, or that thing that you said that you didn't really mean, or that thing that you didn't say that you wish you did. Being grateful for our breath, being grateful for the divine steps, knowing that there are no such thing as a mistake. There are only reroutes. Our steps are divinely ordered, even in the times when it doesn't make sense. Every exhale from this point on will be a release of the things that you harbored, the things that you may resent. Let it go. Slowly roll over to whichever side feels gentle and kind, and hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug, acknowledging that you are perfect in all of your imperfections. In this moment, there is no need to change anything. You are divinity defined. Repeat your intention to yourself as a gentle reminder that you spoke those words to yourself, and throughout the entire practice, you showed up every moment as present as you could to embody that intention. Go ahead and drop your palms right in front of your chest. Push yourself up to a comfortable Shavasana, keeping the eyes closed if you can. Go ahead and wrap your right arm around your left shoulder, and then your left arm around your right shoulder. One elbow may be on top of the other. Give yourself a nice hug. Reach for the opposite fingertips behind your back. Drop your chin to your chest. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, blow it into the elbows. 2 more. Go ahead and release the elbows. Release that self hug. Drop your palms wherever you see fit. And we'll collectively take 3 breaths to seal our practice today. Inhale through the nose, exhale back out through the nose for 3 rounds of breath, remembering that every single time we step on the mat, we are stepping in sacred grounds that are just for us, a time for us, a safe space for us. And every time we leave this place, we are a little bit better. And every time we are a little bit better, the world is a little bit better. I honor each and every one of you for showing up on the mat today, not for me, but for yourselves. Thank you for honoring your bodies, your mind, and your spirit, and being a valuable contribution to the earth that we live on. Namaste. Awesome, you guys. I hope everybody feels amazing. As always, I will be here for about 2 to 3 minutes after class. You can write me anything, any questions, comments, and concerns. If not, have an amazing evening. Have an amazing week. I will see you guys on Friday at 10 a.m.